Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to our Wednesday live stream where we live stream, and it's Wednesday.
Yep.
And we're pretty early today. I mean, we made it by quarter to 3.
Yeah. Yes.
If you're on the Eastern
Standard. We were trying to do 2 even, but a few minutes late is fine.
We were trying to do 2. Yeah, you're right. So, are we live? That's the question. Are we live?
Can anybody hear us?
Are we public or are we private? That is the question. It always scares me at first.
We got a viewer.
Hi, Cass.
There we go.
Hi, Carrie. This is where everybody comes on and says hello. Hey, Sandra, and Super Vegan What and Criddly.
Are we live?
We are live.
Welcome to Are We Live? ?
Are we live? Yeah, it's either that or it's technical difficulties with John and Chris.
Let's just hope I don't knock anything off your floors.
Hopefully.
Your walls, off your
that's the most
table.
Expensive.
I think the floor I already cleared up, so we should be good. How do you knock something off of a floor? You don't really.
I think you could. You could probably do it. So yeah, we have a live stream for you guys today. Ask us questions, and we got some things to test in our taste buds.
Yes, I'm very excited. Very excited.
Right. I just got done wrapping up my video that I'm going to be editing and posting tomorrow, which be excited because it is the sourdough bread that everybody's been waiting for over a year and a half. What else? The t-shirts, the vegan zombie ET themed t-shirts. We're doing a pre-order for those, and the pre-order is up right now. So if you missed the first pre-order back around Christmas time, you can go and get them right now. But there's only we're only having the pre-order for 2 or 3 weeks. So if you really want one, go check it out. Let me get the link for you in a second here too. And other than that, let's see, I gotta pause it right there. Here's the link right here. It should be up. Let me see if I can show you guys what we got going here. We got an internet that's not working. The internet wasn't working earlier today either.
My phone doesn't have Wi-Fi at your house right now.
Oh, look at that. Are we live, guys? Did that just happen during a live stream? I think.
Uh-oh.
What's
happening?
I think our live stream is done. Oops. Are we gone, guys? Hello. Please say something. We are still live. This is weird. This is really weird. How is this happening? It says my internet is down, but it's also we're still live. We're back. We're still here. Very weird. I'm just going to let that...
Yeah, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, we're good now, though.
Okay, so I guess we're still live. We're going to go with it. How long ago did we lose you? What's the last thing you heard us say? Chris, I know you're on the healthier side of veganism, but will you be trying the Perfect Day dairy when it goes public? I don't even know what that is. Your internet has been wonky all day. Have you heard about it?
No, I haven't. I don't think. Maybe when we hear a little bit more about it.
Hey, Marmaduke. Yeah, it's weird. It was doing that for me earlier when I was filming the video. Anyway, let's try to get this going here. I have the Vegan Cuts box that we just opened in my last video, opening boxes and stuff. And that was on the main channel. And somebody said, why don't you try these online? I didn't want to, but I'm going to try them. We got John here. And we're gonna...
Oh, what's this, soda? I want one.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know what it is.
It's sticky.
Yes.
Organic energy, Chris.
Some of this, I think one of these things opened in here. I think it was the date. No, it's this stuff.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten anything in the Vegan Cuts box that wasn't vegan?
No.
Didn't we a long time ago, or was it a different box?
No.
Remember something got sent that had honey in it or something?
It was. I think it was a beauty box, and it was some kind of I think there was something in the beauty product that wasn't vegan.
Okay.
And they recalled
Okay.
it. Yeah.
They've been really good with being.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could
As
you
far
imagine?
as far as stuff you actually eat, they've never made a
Do you want me
mistake
to put
with
this
that.
back in for now?
No, you can have that.
Okay. Should I try it?
Yeah. It's not cold.
Did you already show everybody? So I just drink it, or should I show everybody?
show everybody? Again,
I should show everybody.
But I did show them.
What's this? Guru Organic Energy. Oh man, look at that autofocus. Can I have that? Can I have that little mini computer that captures things?
The computer camera.
Yeah. We're gonna go for the olds.
Look at that. Oh, you're not even tasting it. You're going full on. Is it good? Not good? I don't like it. I've never had an energy drink, to be honest.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Well, I drank a lot of it, and it was like, whoa, is that cough syrup? But then, like...
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's not, I don't know. I used to drink energy drinks, but I really don't anymore. Oh.
No, that's not for... No, we're just focused here.
But that thing flashed. What do I do when that happens? Do I say nothing and pretend like it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Graven Baby says energy drinks taste like medicine as well. So...
Is that my dog doing that? He's out there doing it.
Which one?
Both of them. They're out there fighting.
Are they playing?
Well, not really fighting, but playing. Okay, this is the Bohana popped water lily seeds.
Should we,
Okay, let's do it. Fine. I was going to say that last, but that's probably not a good idea. So, we have here some of the brand new Netflix and chilled vegan ice cream by Ben & Jerry's. And John's going to try it, and I'm going to have another scoop, too.
This is not a scoop.
It is. It's one scoop.
One spoonful, maybe. Mm-hmm. A scoop is the equivalent to 7 spoonfuls.
Oh. Wow, that's so good.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
You're right.
I know. Best one ever.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best flavor. Wow. Can I have the rest of it?
I got to
Where
let
can
other
I
people
get
try
it?
it.
That's not fair.
I know.
It's fair. It's fair.
Wow. So good. Netflix and chilled. It's fudge brownie, peanut butter, pretzel swirl, almond base ice cream. Ben & Jerry's certified vegan. There you go. It will be in stores within the next... This is what the answer they gave me. I said, when will it be in stores? And she said, in the next few weeks.
Cool. Just like I'm still waiting on... What's the unicorn ice cream that I've been waiting on for over a year now?
Oh, that Stardust...
It's not unicorn.
Yeah, the something Stardust by Nadamu.
Oh, right down the wrong hole.
Oh, don't. There we go. Now, well, the next thing by Bean Cuts is these Bohana popped water lily seeds. I don't know what those are about. Go for it. I'm just gonna give them all to John.
Oh man! All right.
The top ramen noodles by Nissan is they're vegan. Yes, and sometimes I buy them.
Popped water lily seeds. Well, let me just see if we can...
Yeah, put it right up there.
Like this?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Graven got your daughter the ramen noodles. Which ramen noodles? The miso bowl ones that I showed you guys? Linda's at a traffic light. Yeah. Don't get in an accident. Yeah, we went on early today because I have a birthday dinner to go to for my dad. It was his birthday yesterday, and I didn't get to see him, so I'm seeing him today.
Tell him I said happy birthday.
Yeah, we're going to go birthday dinner.
Yes, you guys, I actually really like this. It reminds me, the texture reminds me of, what's the cereal? It was like a puffed...
Let me try one.
It's like a puffed rice cereal. back in the day. How's that?
Oh, Kicks.
No, it's not. Kicks are a little more crunchy than this. This
reminds me of Kicks. Straight up.
Kicks are a little more crunchy. We get in a fight. You kick me out of your house. They're really good though. I like the flavor of them. You can pretty much puff anything, I guess, huh?
I guess. All right, what's the next thing we got here? Corn Pops. Yes, Corn Pops. They're crunchy too, though.
It wasn't corn though. It was rice. It was remember Smacks?
Yeah, Diggum Smacks. Oh, maybe it's that.
What was that? It wasn't a water lily seed.
No.
Who puffs a water lily seed? It's puffed rice, isn't it?
Sorghum rice? It is. I have some downstairs that I bought when I was like straight up Esselstyn, and there's like nothing in them. No, nothing. Honey Smacks.
The kale my wife made looked so good. Oh yeah, she made a sautéed kale last night.
These are really good. These are good. I wanted you to try them because I was like, I don't want these, but they're really good.
No, they're not that good. They're fattening, so you might want me to just eat them all.
Oh yeah, you want me to? They're a little bit spicy.
Yeah, they got a little kick to them.
It goes away, not array. It goes away really fast.
I'm just wondering, how do you puff stuff? Because I would say let's get a puffer machine and just put stuff in there and puff a bunch of different things.
We could puff individual pieces of rice.
What if you puff a piece of hair? That's gross, right? That's gross. Yeah. Come on, guys. Grow up.
Be realistic here, man.
Oh, Linda's waiting outside a store.
What store, Linda? We're going to find you. Can I get a notification just for once? You're not getting notifications? That makes me sad. Nobody gets notifications. So people find out about these like as we're almost done or after we're already done.
What do you... Oh. This is great. Share this.
Yeah, that is it's a little spicy. Just a little bit. You want to try the next thing? We have another puffy thing. It's dark chocolate peanut butter puffs. That's right up your alley. Those.
I told Kristen about maybe going to Craig's candy store.
Yeah, we should do a video there.
It would be fun.
Yeah, I'll film it for you.
Is he still out of town?
Uh-huh.
I mean, am I still out of town?
He's in He's in Ethiopia right now.
All right, what am I getting into here? Peanut butter puffs, dark chocolate. All right.
Do they look peanut butter chocolatey? Oh yeah. They do. Oh, they're.
Well, I mean,
show the crowd what it looks like. Wait, we gotta close our eyes so it doesn't focus on your eyes. Pull it back a little bit.
Focus.
What's going on, camera?
Well.
You guys are doing this at the wrong time. Go hang out over
there. It won't
there.
focus on the thing because it's like that. Is that? It wants to be blurred out. It's like a cheese curl, but with dark chocolate on it. And it's good. You want to try one? One little bite?
Yeah, I'll try one. Oh, thanks for letting me try one, John. Oh, it does feel like.
Welcome to the channel called Chris Cooney. I'm your host, John. Oh, I need to cover my face next time I...
Yeah, I don't know if I like those. You can have them.
Let me eat 5 more.
All right, try them. I guess they're not bad. It's just a weird that they're that, you know?
Oh, yeah. I talked a little trash about you last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said I was the real vegan zombie and you were just faking it.
Yeah, pretty much. You came up with the idea and I was just like, John, can I
borrow that idea? I'm like, okay, son. Yeah, Jorge, they are. It's a different consistency. It's not like that dry, powdery, crunchy snack that you're used to. It's like gooey. Oily almost. I don't know. I'm not sold on it.
The dogs are going crazy for no reason.
Hey-oh!
Italy.
Oh, Andy needs love. Come here, Andy.
And he needs some more love.
Here's $5 worth of love.
He's getting all the love he's got. Come here. Look at that. Look at all that love.
Graven Babies is like, ew, you're not selling them though. Well,
thank you for the super chat.
Well, I'm just letting you know that maybe you don't. What if you're driving in the car, or it's your wife's car?
Linda's driving in the car.
Okay. So Linda grabs one of these.
Yep.
She starts snacking away.
Right.
Then she has to shift. She's got to shift her car.
A shifter car.
She needs to
Cars
shift.
that shift themselves.
Yep. Now she's got weird oily residue from this candy. I just saved you guys. Now, if you're home watching a movie and you pour this into a bowl and you don't care if you have weird hands, then this is the snack for you. I do like the flavor, though. There's peanut butter and chocolate.
That works. All right. We want to go on to the next one here?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll eat that whole bag.
These are the Bush's bean chips. I said I've never seen these in the last video because Bush's baked beans.
Like the baked beans?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Something leaked on all the stuff in there.
Okay.
And it was just my box. So
I hope it wasn't a poison.
Well, this is
of sorts.
I'll let you try.
John eats the entire poison-coated package.
John tricks Chris by saying, "I hope they're not poisoned," and eats everything.
John secretly poisons everything so that he can eat all of Chris's food and dies.
You give yourself a little bit of poison every day so you build up your tolerance.
All right. So let's just hold up one of these.
Oh, Bobo Sticks wants to know how we came up with the name Vegan Zombie.
Well, it was my
Jack,
idea.
It was your idea back in the
First of all.
60s. Let's see.
And it all started from, what do vegan zombies eat?
What do vegan zombies eat? Grains.
And then I made the joke, and then Chris stole it from me and made a movie out of it. That's not true, you guys. All right, so here's what I think they're supposed to be delicious little triangles.
Oh, that looks good.
Well, I can't get it blurry. Here, block my face.
Where do you go?
Hey, guys, let me know if it's not blurry.
Wait. It almost did it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, forget it.
They would be good with a bowl of baked beans.
Bean chips dipped in baked beans.
Yeah.
They're good. I like them. Crunchy.
They are. You know what they taste like? I wonder if they're the same. They taste like bean fields.
Yeah, they do.
Like straight up bean fields.
But it is distributed by the Bush brothers, if you will.
Ooh, Billy and Jeb. Will Josh be joining you guys? Not today, but we will. I did a video with Josh 2 days ago. 2 days ago we did a video together, and we have so many good ideas for new videos.
I'm pretty excited about the one you told me about. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, and I want to just tell you guys now and see what you guys think of it, but I just want to do it and show you guys. So that's probably what we'll do. Wait, the small weird brown bottle leaked. Yes, you're right. That's the one. The small brown weird bottle. I bet you guys, I'm psychic. The mailman's probably here. I bet the mailman's here.
Oh, you want me to go get the mail? Maybe there's food.
Oh my God.
Are they?
It's just... See, this is what I have to go through. Every time somebody walks by the house. This is caffeine.
Caffeina?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a stranger down there. We got a serial shusher.
What? I saw... My dad sent me a meme of a German Shepherd looking out the window. And he was like, guys...
Is this what leaked?
Yeah. You weren't listening, were you?
I wasn't.
That's what we were just talking about.
The dogs were barking so loud I couldn't face it.
Who let the dogs? Okay.
Who?
So back to my meme story. The German Shepherd's looking out the window and he's like, I saved you guys from being murdered by 7 mailmen, 3 UPS men, and you guys are not grateful at all.
My favorite one though is the one that something happened in the kitchen, and I love you so much, and it's a picture of like Indy's face, like all like.
Hold on, before you go in there, something really bad happened in the kitchen, and I just want you to know I love you so much. Give me the pup.
Should I drink this energy elixir?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Go for it, man. It's a caffeine thing, right? Caffeina, but it's not really caffeine.
Let's see what's in it.
Or maybe it is. Caffeine made from cal.
Coffee is in there.
Coffee, okay.
Fenugreek seed, cardamom. Fresh berries. All right. Now, apparently, this is the stuff that dripped all over, so I've already got the energy all over my fingers.
Okay.
Do I take it like a shot?
Do I?
You know what? I don't mind being up all night tonight because...
well, it's only 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon.
I have to edit all those videos, hopefully my computer.
So maybe you should try it later. But no, try it now.
I'm just going to try a little sip.
How's that for you?
It's pretty good. Hey. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's good, actually. It's really mellow.
Okay. Is it sweet? Because it's sticky. It's all over the place.
It's got maple syrup in it. The tiniest little bit. Sources say there is a 1 milliliter of maple syrup in every jar.
A milliliter? That's like a lot.
Actually, it's a millimeter. You guys want me to drink the rest of it? See what happens? This potion
growing potion.
Isn't there like a Marvel movie where somebody drinks something and then turns into something cool? I don't know. I kind of want to do that. They're like bottoms up, and then they drink it, and then they're like
zombie.
And then they're like they're normal, and then all of a sudden they start shaking, they turn into something, but I don't know.
Michael's a vegan mailman.
Cooking with a vegan mailman.
Hanging with the vegan zombie. Okay, so do either of you take omega-3 supplement? If so, which brand? Sometimes I have the gummy from Herbaland. I don't take it every day though, but I do have it. I think Herbaland is it's one of my favorite vegan supplement vitamins. They taste good. You got your vitamin B12 and D3 all in one little gummy, and then there's a multivitamin and some other ones. I have a bunch of them they sent me, but I really like the vitamin D. My vitamin D is perfect now, whereas when I got tested for it, it was a little bit low living up here in Syracuse. But it's all good now, so yeah, they definitely worked for that. And then I also got this like stuff from, I don't know the name of it. It's down in the refrigerator. I got it at Expo West last year, and it's got a gal in it, and it's got your DHA and your vitamin omega-3s and that stuff in it, and it's like a peanut buttery paste that you're supposed to put in like smoothies and stuff or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, if you're looking, I mean, you can always, walnuts are great for that. You know, chia flax.
Hemp seeds, I think, are really high in omega-3s too, right? I don't know.
Hemp are really good, and so is buckwheat, which I never use. But back to the real quick, I have other videos where I go in detail, but real quick, how I came up with the idea for the vegan zombie was I hated my job at the time. I was driving around and I'm like, I can't do this every day. What am I going to do that I'm passionate about? Is there anything that I like doing? And, you know, it was 2009. I loved I've always loved making movies ever since I was a little kid. I loved horror movies especially, and I've been vegan for like half my life. So I'm like, all right, I'll take those three things, I'll mash them together. How can I come up with something great? I thought of the vegan vampire, I thought of the vegan werewolf, and then I'm like, wait a minute, vegan zombie. I'm like, it could be like a zombie infection where the infection is through meat and dairy that people ate, and the vegans were like kind of one step ahead trying to like come up with a panacea for all this. And so basically I wrote a script. I went home and I took a pencil and a legal notepad and I wrote by hand the entire script of my story. And it was like a short script at that point. And then I'm like, well, you know what I want to do? I went and I got the domain, I got the YouTube page, I got the Facebook, all that stuff. And then I'm like, okay, vegan zombie. You know what I'm going to do? I really want to make this movie, but I need to get better at making movies before I can do this. So why don't I just make little skits on YouTube? And maybe I make a vegan cooking show where, you know, the main character is stuck in a zombie apocalypse. That would be great. But now I need to find somebody to do this with that, you know, is vegan and, you know, same ethics and morals as myself and, you know, would be willing to do this and has charisma in front of the camera. So I went to this guy right here who was, I've known
famous.
Famous musician, yeah. So I know John because he's always been good friends with my youngest brother, and I'm like, hey John, do you want to be the chef in my YouTube series, and we can share our vegan recipes with the world, but also I can learn to make the zombie movies. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. So that's how it started. We just started uploading videos to YouTube, and this is way before you could. I mean, there were no cooking channels on YouTube. There were no vegan channels on YouTube. There was no monetization on YouTube. It wasn't about, you know, making a money or making a business. It was about trying to get better at making a movie because I wanted to make a movie. I wanted to do something that I felt good about, that I wasn't just doing the same job, very monotonous job over and over and over until I eventually retired and been like, what did I just do with my life? So I wanted to do something more than that. And then it turned into something more than that. Within a few years, people were like, we really love your stuff. Why don't you make a cookbook? And we're like, all right, let's make a cookbook. We made a cookbook. Now we have a cookbook. Well, it's out of print right now, but it's in 3 different languages. We got an ebook. And now we're working on a movie. So that's where we're at right now.
Do you get tired of answering the same questions every week? Or it's kind of...
I feel like other people get tired of hearing me say it. I don't get tired of saying it, really.
Yeah.
Because, like, I really want to... I was thinking about this the other day, too, when that question just came up. I was going to do, like, a standalone video that's not in a long live stream of me just talking about how we started the Vegan Zombie. I do have one on the main channel, but that was, like...
long time
7
ago.
or 8 years ago I did that. That was right when I was, like, trying to get in front of the camera without you being in there. So it was... I guess it was less than 7 years ago, but still pretty long ago. Hi, Marina. So yeah, that's that. What's the next question? Come at me.
Well, give me another vegan cuts thing to eat.
Oh, yeah,
or did we
yeah.
eat it all? I'm full, but
Well,
another thing to drink?
no, this is date nectar. This is like straight up like
I'll
maple
drink the
syrup.
whole thing.
Don't, because I want some of this. Don't drink out of it, John. So yeah, it's just date syrup. You can have this though. What is this? This is a tahini lemon cranberry. This, maybe I said this in the last one, but it seems like that could either be like really good or really bad. Try it. I let him try everything first.
It's just got 5 ingredients: tahini, lemon, cranberry, and 2 others.
When I was younger, I would have been like, no, I want to try it first. Now I'm just like, here, John, try. Look at all these bags of open stuff that you're gonna take with you. Oh, and I don't know.
Chef Vegan wants to know: do you create your own recipes? We
do.
both do.
We do. I would say every single recipe is ours, except for like when we go. Sometimes we go to like a different restaurant or something, and we feature like a friend, or we do a collab where they feature their recipe. But probably 99% of the recipes are ours. And in the cookbook, so John actually has a culinary degree. I never completed my course, although I'm continuously working on it. But I've been working in the food industry for over, let me do the math, like 20 7 years, 27, 28 years now. I started in the food industry. I worked in a lot of different food places until I ended up, I went to school for criminal justice, and then I became a special investigator, and then I wasn't working with food anymore. But I always love making food, and I do that at home. And so I would say half the recipes are mine, half the recipes are John's. And yes, like John was the face of the vegan zombie at the beginning, and even some of those recipes are mine, even though I'm not doing them. I just gave them to him to do. Those would be the ones that he got most frustrated with, because he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, well, this is what you got to do. This.
That was one of the hardest parts, actually. Like, going and being like, oh, the vegan zombie's here. Check this pizza out. And you're like the pizza guy. And I'm like really nervous because I'm like, I hope they don't make me try to do anything. I mean, I know how to cook. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, you're a dough genius.
A dough genius.
I don't want this.
You don't?
It smells good, but I'm full.
Oh, if you don't.
No, I'm gonna do it for the vine.
Do it for the vine. Do it for the gram. Long traffic lights.
Okay. It was not me.
Now you gotta go. You gotta go. You guys are busting stuff up. Why are you guys doing it? Why are you guys doing it?
You're watching Technical Difficulties, starring Indy.
Come on, let's go get a treat. Let's go. Come on.
I don't know.
What? You don't like it?
Not really.
I don't either. Tahini lemon?
Yeah.
I smell the lemon.
I don't know. You know what my problem is? And maybe I'm alone on this, but I relied on Cliff Bars a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
And so I got kind of barred out. I'm like, I don't like any kind of energy bars or...
I like an energy bar now and then, like if I need something, but I haven't had them in a while now. My favorite ones are, you can't buy them anymore. The ones by 22 Days Nutrition, you can't get them anymore. But yeah, every once in a while, I know Craig always has a carload of Cliff Bars, and sometimes when I see him with a Cliff Bar, I'm like, I kind of want a Cliff Bar.
Don't get me wrong, I'll eat a Cliff Bar once.
What about Dang? Will you eat a Dang?
Oh. Dang.
A Dang bar. I don't know.
Dang. How about we wait till next week? What's
peanut
this?
Butter. Okay, so this is not from Vegan Cuts, but Bonza just sent me their vegan mac and cheese. Look at that.
Let me see.
All right, that's all the taste testing we could do today. John's full. Next time we should make a bowl of that and both eat it.
Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely. You've been watching Freely.
The Banana Girl?
Yeah.
Is that what she says?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't.
You've never seen an episode? Yeah.
I've only watched one episode of hers. Episode? Video?
I have a whole thing of Lara bars, but I don't eat them. I don't really like Lara bars.
I like her accent. I would like to steal it.
Steal it.
And today we are going. I can't do it.
That's not her accent.
I can't do it. Hey, good day, mate.
That's not her accent either. Hi, Queen. Go. Wait. What was it again? Queen Goddess. How's it going? Hi, ASMR. Apple. I'm gonna be making hopefully we're gonna be teaming up with. I'm gonna be making some candy bars next month with Pasokan. Yeah.
Candy bars, huh?
Yeah. I told you about them before, but yeah.
Yeah, you probably
more John accents, please. Critterly. Thank you for the super chat.
Sure. What accent do you guys want me to try next?
Well, you can the bar will do.
Well, I can do the southern accent all night long.
But you got to put the teeth in. And
yeah.
Your
You ain't afraid of me.
You ain't afraid of me. Have we seen Ghetto Vegans? No, haven't seen them.
So you guys, this bar, I just want you to know that it's come back to bite me. The tahini is very bitter, and thus concurring my decision to never eat that again.
Never eat that one.
Some flavors just aren't for everybody. Those flavors are great. in like.
I out of everything we tried, I really like these.
Yeah.
The Bohana.
Yeah.
The Bush's chips are good. They taste like.
Yeah, it's like we've had that before.
Yeah.
They're just like, you know what, this Benito's, they're cutting in on the Bush's territory.
Yeah, maybe
This is a turf war.
Maybe they're actually outsourcing, and Beanfields are making them. Beanfields, not Benitos. Let's see. Do I share people food with the pups? Like if I'm making food and stuff, no, I don't do that. But I mean, there's food we share. Like last night, we shared a potato together. I'm like, I'm gonna have a piece, and you can have a piece, and you can have a piece. And they love carrots. Have I ever given them people food? I have, but I try not to do that. It's very, very, very rare. Like if I drop a piece and I'm like, do I want to clean it up? Can they eat it? First of all, is there anything in this that they can't eat? If the answer is yes, then I quickly pick it up. But if it's no, I'm like, lick it up. And usually it's Zeke.
Criddle Lee just said, tahini is very much an acquired taste, in my opinion. I can only tolerate it when it's cut with a ton of maple syrup and some type of acid.
Yeah, a little bit of sweetener.
Yeah, I just made a dressing with tahini, and I sweetened it with dates, a couple of dates, and lemon. I put lemon in there as well, and I also put some fresh herbs in there. So I do like tahini. Yeah, I just don't in a bar. It doesn't register well with me. My own.
Yeah, like
tahini.
Toast up some sesame seeds. I got a ton down there.
Sesame seeds?
Yeah, they gave them to me at Expo.
Cool.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever made my own.
I gotta sign up for Expo. I keep telling everybody, yeah, I'm going to Expo, and it's like,
he's rapidly approaching.
Exactly. Tahini with chocolate ice cream.
Wow, you guys, tahini with bananas. All right, we should talk tahini.
Hazelnut cream, yeah. I mean, that's how they make Vago bars.
Jorge, I have a jar of tahini in my refrigerator at home that I think's from Wegmans. It says organic on it and everything.
Yeah, I was using it a lot, making like different salads and stuff.
Yeah,
put that on. Yeah, it's really good. And when I say salad, I mean everything's in there. We got the tofu, the chickpeas, like.
Hey, we got some people in here.
Oh, we do. We
86 out of 6 billion.
We're gonna 86 that.
Tahini and bananas. That's it's something sweet with something a little bitter. So it's that sounds bittersweet to me.
Bittersweet.
Sorry, that coffee's running right through me.
Yeah. Oh man.
Luna Hawk says it's fun to veganize favorite family recipes. That's actually the very first few vegan zombie recipes.
That's what we did.
Yeah, that was what I was doing, was veganizing my grandma's food. Rest in peace, Grandma. Grandma Betty, we call her. Her food was my favorite, so I would always try to veganize her, like her pumpkin pies.
Is she the one that lived right down the street from me?
No, she was the one that lived in Mattydale.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of different vegan egg replacers. Very easy ones. One of my favorite ones to use for baking is silken tofu.
What about silken tofu? What are you using?
Any suggestions for being vegan when your spouse, significant other is not? Yeah, that's a tough one because my past girlfriends in the past were never vegan, and most of them always ate vegan, but they just weren't. They didn't. So like sometimes, like maybe once a year, even like one of them once a year would eat something that wasn't vegan with at her parents and stuff. And then it got to the point like when it was like near the end of the relationship, whenever she would get like mad or something at me, it would be like eating meat and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well this, it doesn't work. And it's tough because like if you're already with somebody, you're already married to somebody, and then you go vegan, that can be hard if they don't want to change. But I mean, I guess one of the things you can do is, be the primary chef, like make all the food. So make all the food delicious and vegan, and then they're just going to eat the food that you're eating. But, it's hard. It's, and I know you've said this before, And I agree with you 100% because why would you like really want to be with somebody that just doesn't share that core fundamental value that you share? Like, how can you know everything that I know but not see the same thing when it comes to animals?
Yeah. And I mean, I would just take it one step further. Like thinking about all of my experiences with my girlfriends that weren't vegan when I was vegan, and really what it's about is if you can, in the beginning of a relationship, if you really have feelings for somebody that's not vegan, you need to be able to set boundaries and let that person know where your comfort level is and tell them, I'm uncomfortable having meat in my house, and these are the reasons why. And if they can't meet you halfway, then that's kind of tells you where the relationship's going to go. But if you truly love somebody and they just can't be vegan or can't meet you on this, like at that level, you have to ask yourself, what boundaries am I comfortable with setting and letting my significant other know that this is very important to me. I'm never going to change, and I'm not trying to impose my will on you, but these are the things that I need to happen for me to be comfortable in this relationship. And if somebody, Kristen's vegan now, so my life's a lot easier being married, but shut up.
They do that.
But like, there are a couple of friends of mine that have
it's like I can't do anything when they do that. It's like it hurts my ears even when I have my headphones on.
I lost my train of thought.
We lost our train.
Anyway, I think that was enough of an explanation. That's all I want to say. It's just like be communicating with your partners, asking yourself, do I really? I mean, obviously you love this person, but think about the future, and if you can handle them always eating meat, or at least respecting you, it's like, not just a belief system.
I'm at the point too, like where like I went out, like if I go out to dinner with somebody, and I was like, if I was taking somebody out to dinner and they're gonna order something that's not vegan, I refuse to pay for that, just because I don't want to support that. It's like, hey, if there's so many other things that I'll. And that was a long time ago. Like I don't know. I would never ever date anybody that's not vegan, but I have in the past. And I actually dated somebody that was vegan when we started dating. And then all of a sudden, we're grocery shopping and she's throwing things in the cart that aren't vegan. I'm like, what are you doing? And she said, well, my personal trainer said I'm not going to get the results I need if I am vegan. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, don't tell our friends. I'm like, what?
Yeah. That's now I will say, I wouldn't shut the door on somebody that's not vegan. Like I would definitely not encourage that, because Kristen wasn't vegan when I met her. She's been vegan for 10 years.
But if you find out that they're not going to do it, like that's one
the
thing.
Conversation you have to have.
Like if you're dating somebody that's not vegan, that's one thing. But to go further into a committed relationship, knowing that they're not vegan and they're not going to be vegan, that would be a deal breaker.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this is a good question. Are you going to make more recipe cooking videos? You used to have so many when I went vegan 5 years ago. I still use your recipes for seitan. Does anyone remember John using small onions? Smunions. I remember that. Let's see. Yeah, I just did a recipe video, just the video before last, and I just filmed one today, which I'm going to be posting tomorrow. The problem with this is things change over time. And at the beginning, our channel used to be predominantly a cooking channel, a recipe channel. And, there was nothing else like that out there. And as time went on, more and more channels popped up that are doing the same thing. And we have so many recipes in our channel over the last 10, 11 years. And for the channel, if I put up a recipe video, and you can go back and see through the last year or so, if I put out a recipe video, they don't do very well at all. Like they're probably the videos that do the least, they get the least exposure on here. So that's telling me that I can't really waste my time doing too many recipe videos, which I'm never gonna quit doing them. And when I have a recipe to do, I'm gonna do it, and I usually do at least once a month or so. But those aren't the videos that people watch anymore, at least not on my channel. So, times change, and you got to keep up with the times.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
I actually, on my channel, I am working on a couple of beet recipes too. So I don't know if you're subscribed on the Vegan Homestead channel or not, but we do recipes over on that channel too.
Just show them Chris's recording of Gary's speech on YouTube. I should start linking that in every video. And it's unfortunate that YouTube went and flagged it for.
Yeah, I feel like YouTube is out to get you. I don't want to. Not that I want to start going down there.
Yeah, they hate me for real. John's got the beats. He's got the beats. He's got the beats.
I like that. My channel is called the Vegan Homestead. I'll comment on the chat thread right now.
The John's channel, the Vegan Homestead.
The Vegan John Ted.
The Vegan John Ted Homestead.
Hey, that's us.
That is us. What the heck?
Oh, let me turn my volume down. Alright.
Maybe I could go find it here and link it, but maybe not. Maybe.
Look, that's me. Hello.
Oh my God, that is you. Okay, there it is. Wow, that still works. Oh, look, this is the new Hold on, I haven't even seen this one yet. He said he would put it on there for me.
Oh man, I just got my Mockingbird ones too.
Okay, so this is our. These are the pre-orders. So these are the shirts for the pre-order. Actually, let me see this over here. Boom. Okay. And the pre-order is... Okay, so they made it until the end of this month. Oh, wow. That's not very... That's like 10 days. Not even... So the pre-order is only 10 days away. So you only have 10 days to order if you want to order any of these shirts. These ones on the second row right here are all... You can order these anytime because it's it's not a screen print, it's a heat transfer. And Criddly just gave us another super chat. Thank you so much. Controversial question. Are you less accepting of vegetarians than you are of meat eaters? This comes up a lot in vegan groups. We'll get to that right after I finish this right here. So the last thing right here, this is brand new. The vegan zombie caps. I'm going to grab one of these for myself. Oh, it's blank. No. There it is. It's embroidered. I'm excited to get that. Anyway, these are... I think they will be... You can get those anytime. You can get all the beanies anytime. This is the one I'm wearing right now. And up here. Okay, let's see. Back over here to the question. All right, yeah, so I often think about that question too. So going vegetarian was the first step to going vegan for me. So when I see somebody going vegetarian, I think that's a good thing. That's a good starting point, to get all the way over to vegan. But, vegetarian is basically, still
dairy.
Yeah, it's still dairy. It's still doing a lot. It's not a very ethical choice just because you're not eating the meat. I mean, I thought it was when I first did it until I learned all of the other things. So I think that if somebody's going to be a vegetarian, that... eventually they could. And I honestly think that they should go vegan because, well, if they're vegetarian, it's obviously not for the ethics, but it's also not for their health because as a vegetarian, you're kind of hurting yourself there because eating extra dairy, you're eating a lot of dairy, and you're those are some really bad things. Like, for instance, my brother was a vegetarian for a long time, my youngest brother, and he went to the doctor to get his blood work done, and his cholesterol was so high. It was like they were like, "We got to do this again."
Like scary high.
Like you should be dead. Kinda. It was like way up there.
Yeah.
So they did it again, and they're like, "Yeah, you need to do something. You need what do you normally eat?" And he's like, "Well, I eat a lot of Taco Bell and a lot of cheese pizza and a lot." It was cheese. And so yeah, I really think that if you're a vegetarian, you have it in you to go the full vegan. Because nowadays, I mean, vegetarian basically means you're just eating dairy. So if you can be vegetarian and not eat the meat, then just go full speed ahead and grab the vegan dairy, the vegan milk, the vegan cheese. We're in 2020 now where everything tastes so good. And
And I want to...
Go ahead.
Can I?
Sure, go ahead. I'll leave.
Just kidding. The other thing is, when we first went vegetarian, there wasn't the internet. We talk about this all the time. Like,
Right.
we were lacking a lot of stuff.
We're
Right
really
now,
old.
it's really easy. Like, meet everybody where they're at. And what I'm saying by that is, if somebody's just vegetarian, connect with them on that level, because they can connect to you there, but they haven't made that final switch. Don't hate on them because you're going to push them away. You're going to keep them a vegetarian longer.
Yeah.
Offer your assistance in any way possible. And then YouTube is such a useful tool now to find anything that you need. I use it to find out information all the time. In fact, before I came over here, I was watching Simnett nutrition videos, and I also watched a John Venus video about how he does meal prep. And it like gave me a lot of great ideas, and it helps get me out of ruts. And I really think that you shouldn't be hating anybody. You should try to meet everybody where they're at, because that level of charisma and optimism will attract them. That's what we did with the Vegan Zombie channel 10 years ago.
But also we saw like the negativity way back in the day of how people were being militant vegans.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think, I mean, everybody's going to make their own choice. And, if you can, like John said, connect with them in an educational, inspiring way to not like be judgy or anything like that, that's always preferred.
Because the second somebody goes on the defensive and has to defend themselves, they're not listening any longer. No. They're thinking about a response to whatever you're going to say, and into, well, what about B12 or what about or whatever. When somebody says, I miss my cheese, you can make a joke about it and then say, come over to my house. We're going to have a cheese party. We'll bring like 10 of our friends.
We'll bring Miyoko with her.
We'll bring Miyoko over. We'll play Cards Against Humanity. Maybe we'll watch probably can't convince anybody to watch a documentary, but like we can be tools as positive thinkers instead of attacking people that aren't on the same. And it sucks because animals are dying right now. So when you watch those videos, the documentaries that show what factory farming does, you want to fix the world right now, and unfortunately we can't do it. So to cause hate or to separate that line between you and somebody else where they're on the defensive and not listening, I don't think that's the best way to go. And neither do you.
Yeah. I talked about that in a previous live stream. But basically, I get where they're coming from because I feel it too. Like, I get angry knowing what's going on with the animals, and I just want to make people stop. But you can't connect with people like that, and people are going to make their own decisions. And if you come across like that, they see you as militant or extremist or cultish or holier than thou, or you think you're better than me, and that's not true at all. That's not how we feel. We just want people to take, as Gary would say, take those blinders off and see for yourself what is really happening here. Because if you did, most people wouldn't go through with what they're doing to get the end product. It's easy to just grab it from the store, but to see it go from point A to the final destination is horrific. So, yeah, you got to find better ways to connect with people than to push them away, because generally people don't like being told what to do.
And Stacy actually just said something up here. I'm just going to read that really quick. She said a lot of vegetarians don't realize the immense cruelty of the dairy industry. Very true. As the animals are slaughtered, or they don't see it, at least from the vegetarians I've talked to. And yes, my opinion on those types of vegetarians that choose, they've chosen that much of their selfishness. They haven't let everything go yet. They need their cheese. They need, we just haven't found the right avenue to reach them yet. So don't give up on those people, because they'll see it. And even if they don't see it, it's our job as vegans to keep trying, to keep letting them know. Bring something cheesy into work if it's a coworker, if it's a friend, have them over for dinner. Like that's how we did it. I mean, the pizza rolls, mozzarella sticks, people would eat this and be like, this is vegan? I could be vegan. And that's how we do it. Sorry, I'm very talkative. That coffee really...
Yeah, we got to give you some of that every time. I don't even have to talk. I'll just let you do it. But yeah, I said, not everybody is going to go vegan, but you never know, because we all know that Big Josh Vegan, now he's the guy that I never would have thought was going to go vegan, and he's vegan now. And he's asking me questions that are like, he's like, well, what about the animals and stuff? So it's not just health. It's like he's thinking about the animals. He wants to know the ingredients, where they're coming from, if the companies are cruelty free. He's asking me all these questions, and I want to do all these videos with him, to put out there, and I'm telling him to do. See, his problem right now is he doesn't know how to edit. I got to get down there and show him how to edit because he's got all these ideas, and basically all he knows how to do is do one clip video and then post that.
No cuts at all.
Yeah.
And that Josh being vegan is probably like one of the coolest things I've heard in a while. Because I would never have pictured him being vegan. He was on the live chat last night just talking to us for a few minutes, but...
Yeah, and you guys can go follow him for his updates. He's going to start going all out and post a lot of videos once he learns that. And we're doing some more videos together. Really fun ones, too, so... He's going to be my East Coast Cesar. He's going to be the eater out here. Yeah, I mean, people are in their head about tradition and how things are, and they don't want to believe facts. And, when you show them something, they're like, you're showing us like the most extreme example. And you're like, no, this is like a standard practice. It's, yeah.
And there are a lot of people that might want to make the switch but are afraid of the commitment because, like, it sounds a lot harder. And that's where I say, again, turn to YouTube.
There's so much.
There are so many, and they're easy, cheap meals. I think the John Venus video I watched, it was like 5 breakfasts, $2 a meal. So for like less than $60, he was able to feed himself for 5 days. So it's not about the money. It's not about the additives or the ingredients. It's about research that a lot of other vegans have already done and posted videos about. So there's really no excuse to not keep trying to better yourself, to better the world.
You're gonna think it's like I said, this is the best decision I ever made, and look at everything that came from it. Like just on that one little decision I made when I was like 14 years old. Crazy. ASMR says I'm preparing dinner, waffles, avocado, good food for a good booty. Nice. Animals aren't ingredients. Animals are just like us. Well, I'm not an ingredient.
I could be a delicious ingredient.
I mean, maybe I'm a snack. I don't know.
My dogs seem to think I'm an ingredient the way they lick my arm.
Yeah.
Salt.
So the animals were ingredients, but to humans, to some humans, to most humans. See, we want to turn that around so it's not most humans, it's only some humans. Because there's always going to be people that are just going to like go against the grain there.
Yeah.
Kat says, a friend of mine just made a horror short film a couple months back about the horrors of animal cruelty. Cool, I've seen a couple of those short films. If only we could be born vegan. And that was the norm. Yeah. John or Chris, would you ever consider making viewer recipes on your... recipes from other people? Maybe in like a live or something, that'd be fun.
I would do that.
Yeah. We could like... That would be a cool live to do. Like, all right, we're going to pick your recipe. All right, we're going to follow it real quick. And like, we've never seen it before. And like, all right, well, obviously we need the ingredients.
What if we hate it though? Like what if somebody sends us a joke recipe? They'd be like, let's see if they do this. All right, 3 cups of salt. 3. 1 grain of oatmeal. Is that a grain? Drop that in. Rolled oat. 1 rolled oat. Just 1. And that's all. That's it. That's the recipe.
Jorge, you're right. I feel like every vegan plays a huge role in inspiring others to go vegan. Every vegan, militant. You're exactly right, because if you think about it, like, well, for myself, when I was a new vegan, again, I was very shy. I didn't tell anybody I was vegan. I didn't really talk about it. I didn't really know any of the facts. I mean, this is way before the internet. But guess what? If I was eating food around people would start asking. If I was at work or something, and they're like, "Oh, what are you eating there?" Or they ask me if I want. I'm like, "No." Or like, "How come you never want this?" I'm like, "Well, I don't. Why don't you eat that?" "Well, I'm vegan." "Oh, you're vegan." You just started a conversation. Now that person is going to be inquisitive, and that's what has happened over the years. And even if I thought I'm not making any kind of change at all, any person. It doesn't matter if you have a big YouTube channel or no YouTube channel at all, or if you go out to protest or whatever. If you're just vegan, because you're inspiring other people, even if it's only a few other people. It's like a domino effect, because if you inspired one more person to go vegan and then they inspired their friends to go vegan or their family, I mean, it's just a chain reaction. So yeah, everything counts. Like, you can't just be like, well, I'm only one person, what can I possibly do? I don't mean anything, so there's no point in it. There's absolutely a point in it, because you never know. I mean, in my video, my picture that I just credited yesterday, my dad's not a vegan. He'll never be a vegan. He's never wanted to eat any of our food until the last few years. He'll finally start to eat our food, but he's not a vegan. He'll never go vegan. But guess what? I gave him all props and credits yesterday in my post, because it was his birthday, and I put up a few pictures of him and me, and I said, you know what? There would be no me without him. Because of him, unintentionally, a bunch of animals have been saved because he's my dad. So you got to look at all of these things. It's like a butterfly effect. The guy that inspired me to go vegetarian, I give him all the props, because if I never made that decision that day, I wouldn't be where I am today. I mean, hopefully I would think that I would have eventually become vegan at some other point, but he's the one that I credit that I can't even concentrate these dogs.
What are you even barking at? There's nothing out there.
There's not. There's probably somebody walking by. That's probably the school bus.
Can we edit it so that it's just dogs barking for an hour?
Yeah.
And just post that on YouTube as an ASMR video?
Somebody would watch that.
Somebody watch it. It'll go viral.
Dogs. Who let the...
Pam asked a really good question. Can I read it?
Yeah.
What should a new vegan do about non-vegan clothing they already have? Wool sweaters, probably leather shoes, leather belts, purses. Two things. You can wear them until they disintegrate, or you have to get rid of them, or you can donate them, because the product has already been made. So throwing it away is the worst thing that you could do, in my opinion. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, no, right. Yeah, I agree.
But if everything that you had is made out of wool or leather, which that you're weird, buy some cotton, you weirdo. I'm just kidding. Shut up!
Oh
my god! If you can't donate it because you need those boots or whatever, wear them until you need to buy a new pair, and that's when you want to make the switch. If anybody calls you out, you say the vegan zombie said it was okay, right?
Well,
don't say that. Nobody's gonna call you up. People will be like, "Oh, did you know that that's leather?" Be like, "I bought them before I went vegan, and I can't afford a new pair." And if they judge you for that, then
some people are different than others, and I don't see anything wrong with anything you said. Like, I would give somebody that same exact advice. For me, I made the connection. I didn't want anything. I think I wore out like the last pair of my shoes that were leather, skateboarding, because skateboarding they were, and after they were gone, that was it. And I don't think I ever bought. I definitely didn't buy anything leather after that, knowingly or anything like that, ever again in my life. But yeah, if you, that would be probably the most beneficial thing to do. Like, I know it sucks and everything where they came from, but like, if you just throw them away, then it was all for nothing, So don't throw them away. If you don't want them in your house, if you don't want anything to do with them anymore, and you can afford new stuff, by all means do that and give those to
somebody,
donate them to somebody that needs that.
Yeah.
Don't ever throw them away.
Yeah.
If you have a couch that's all leather, don't throw it away. Give it to somebody. Somebody could use that couch.
And no,
reconnected.
We're good. We're reconnected. Can you guys hear us?
What is going on today? Like,
your internet's all weird. I don't know. Do you have Fios?
Yeah.
You should call Fios, because I had to call him last week. Something got screwed up in my router. We had that really powerful windstorm. We lost power, and ever since then my internet was a jerk. And I was like, I need to upload videos, and so I was on the phone for an hour, but they fixed it.
I don't know why I keep doing this. I thought it was because my bill was late, but I just paid it, and it wasn't that late. Maybe it was a little late. But that's not why, because this site still comes up. So I don't know what's going on here, guys. We're a little backed up. Straight Edge Vegan Bell says you're most definitely a snack. Awesome. Good to know. It's a vegan snack, though. Chris, that was the most humble bragging. What did I even say? I don't remember what I said.
I don't remember either.
The humble maybe I'm a snack. I don't know. I just thought it was funny because I hear people saying that all the time. Like, hey, I'm a snack. Not me, them.
Okay, so the combination energy drink and coffee elixir has burned a hole into my stomach.
Oh, man.
Not really, but I'm never eating or drinking anything except for water ever again.
That's all I drink.
Or at
That's
least till I get home.
Yeah, until you get home. Let's see. I think it's pretty impeccable. I can imagine there's only a shortage of vegan products in Iran. Yeah, Ash is doing this from Iran.
Man,
I'm trying to catch up on some of these questions. I know you guys, Night of the Living Dead and Public Domain.
Oh, a dinner and a movie type video.
Yeah, I did that
yeah.
once. Yeah, because Night of the Living Dead is not copyrighted, and George Romero kind of got screwed real bad on that. And that's why it's in a lot of movies, because anybody can use it. And a few Halloweens ago, I showed it live while I was doing a live stream. But yeah, we could do that again. Oh, man. So I'm just going to go all the way down to the most current questions, because I don't remember some of the things you guys were saying or what I was saying at the time. Marina says, I can't say that we're still talking about snacks. We know you're a married woman. What are my thoughts on vegan leather? Does it still support wearing animals since you can't tell the difference? No, absolutely not. That would be like saying you can't eat a veggie burger because it resembles a meat burger. I think that, wearing vegan leather is just a way to show, like, hey guys, I can do exactly what you're doing and not hurt any animals by doing it. In fact, I used to wear this all the time too, and people be like, oh, you're wearing fur. It's like, no, I'm not wearing fur. I'm wearing, this is not fur. This is all vegan material. And this is just me showing people, like, hey, I can wear the same thing, and I don't have to hurt an animal. So, like, anything you can do. It's the same concept. And if you really want to say, oh no, you shouldn't be wearing like stuff like that, then you really kind of got to go full sail with it and say, well, you can't eat anything that resemble. You can't eat Smart Bacon. You can't eat Beyond Burger. You can't eat any of this stuff. You can't eat Chow Cheese. You can't eat anything that's normally not vegan. You can't eat. So it just really doesn't make any sense. So
yeah, and I think it's even more important to wear these vegan versions to show people, like, hey, I have the same exact thing that you have, except for mine didn't kill anything. And they're like, oh, well, I can be fashionable and not kill things. Dude, I was in New York City last weekend. Those Canada Goose coats are everywhere. And I saw one lady with like lined fur boots. I'm like,
I was just up at SU with Josh the other day, and everybody is wearing those Canada Goose. It's like everywhere you go. It doesn't need to be done. In fact, they just did a new test in Woolly. Well, now it's Wooksley. They make their answer to the Canada Goose. It's an all vegan. I have one. It's an all, yeah.
It's a nice coat, dude.
It's a really nice coat, and it's all vegan, and it's warmer than Canada Goose. I know we missed probably a bunch of questions, but that's good that we got a lot going on here.
Produce, you have some really good points, but Produce says, I'm just wondering if you aren't supposed to wear secondhand leather because it promotes wearing and.
Hey, like, not everybody's at the same financial position. I would say if you're well off, then yeah, get rid of it, give it to somebody else, and get all new things. That would be the best thing to do. But if you're, I grew up poor, I didn't have money. And, I know how it is. I know how it is in a family where your parents are struggling to support, 4 children, and sometimes you just can't have the best things. So I'm used to this kind of thing. So I would, if you don't have money and this is all you got, then do what you can do. Like, go to your limit. This is an individual thing. Everybody's at a different level, and if you feel that you can get vegan versions of everything, go for it. If you don't feel like you can, like, hey, you have a practical reason why you are still wearing leather shoes. That's all there is to it. On the flip coin of that, like, you can get most everything. Like, you don't have to have the fancy versions of it. You can get vegan Nikes. You can get really, really cheap shoes. I know Payless had vegan shoes, that we would buy for like $15 or something. But yeah, you could even go to a thrift shop and probably find vegan shoes at this time, in this day and age. You could buy all really cheap vegan clothes too. So it shouldn't be that hard.
Oh, well.
Now, the only other thing that I would say would be, like, I understand if somebody keeps something that might have been, like, very, like, sentimental in their family or something like that. That's one thing.
Produce is saying, I guess basically what I'm saying is it seems incorrect to wear vegan versions that look like the former animal styles. And again, I don't know. I feel like we as humans evolved to a point where it was cool and fashionable, and we used animals to protect ourselves and keep ourselves warm. And now we don't need to do that. So I believe we just need that shift and show people that all of these products that we use to keep warm, you can still do it using mushrooms, using whatever weird product that you can make leather from. And then these other companies, just like Ben & Jerry's, just like all these other food companies, they're going to see there is profit in faux wear, faux clothes, like fake leather, mostly fake leather, fake fur. When they see that there is a profitable avenue, they're going to take it, and then all of a sudden you're going to see, maybe not in our lifetimes, but leather be taken mostly off of the market.
Yeah.
It's all shifting right now. It's very exciting because where we were 15 years ago versus where we are now, the fact that we can even have this discussion is amazing.
Yeah. Like for instance, like what I'm wearing right here, so it's been proven and shown that, like, what animals have, they don't need to wear coats and stuff to be out in the cold. Like, they have their fur and that keeps them warm. And it's been proven like a fur looking hat like this helps keep you warm. It helps reduce wind blow and stuff like that, just like it would in real. So if you can simulate something like that doesn't actually come from an animal, then yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. As far as like the logic goes here, to make it, a leather belt or leather shoes, but making them vegan leather, like, I don't see anything wrong with that, because who's to say what leather even is? Like, you can't even tell the difference between my belt, which is vegan, than a leather belt, And if you use that same logic, I always make this analogy. Some people say, well, why are you eating vegan burgers that resemble a burger? That just doesn't seem right. And my response to this is, I think there's backwards thinking there, because you think that a burger should be an animal, and that is normal. And it's normal because it's the most popular thing. But if you really think about it, we've been brainwashed to think that that's normal. I really think that it's more normal to go out there and pick grains and herbs and nuts and seeds and grind them up and make a burger patty with that and eat that than it is to bring an animal into this world, raise that animal, slaughter that animal, cook that animal, grind that animal up, cook it, and then make a burger. Which one sounds more normal? This one seems pretty extreme than the plant one. It's just backwards thinking.
Yeah, and listen, man, I go to Mockingbird once a week. I'm hoping to live there in the next couple of months. And I'm around these farm animals. I'm around Sophie, the big giant dairy cow. And I'm around Eldo, who was born in the beef industry and was blind. You know what they do to blind calves, right? They're veal. Sophie had countless babies taken away from her. I can see their every single animal at Mockingbird that I spend all the time with. They have their own personalities. They have like, so yeah, 100%. I will go pick a grain of rice in China because I don't think you can grow rice in Mockingbird. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go pick and forage than kill somebody or something that has
That'd be like
some sort of emotion on the
dog.
same plane as me.
When I was at Mockingbird, and this is probably my closest experience to like a cow. I mean, you know, and I was at Mockingbird last summer. We're in 2020, and Sophie just came right up to me, and I'm like, oh, I was kind of like, wow, you're 2,200 pounds, don't kill me. And she just kind of hung out with me, and like she had the same mannerisms as Indy. Like she just wanted to hang out, and like, you know, she started licking my hand, and like I'm petting her, and I'm like, she's got like a personality of like, you know, your dog.
And now that Aldo's there, you can see this I don't know, this need or want to protect the baby.
Oh yeah, I saw that when I was there.
Oh my god, it's the most beautiful thing.
When we came over with the camera, she came right up and she goes, "No, this is my baby."
Yeah. What do you got? What's that in your hand?
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
All right. Well, I think we got to most of the questions here.
Yeah, that was a serious podcast.
Yeah.
I like being serious sometimes.
Well, we got to give you more of that caffeine stuff.
Serious.
Otherwise,
John.
you're like, okay.
I was like, what time is that?
I got to get going. Yeah, I think a lot of people make those connections when they actually connect with an animal. When they connect with the animal, then it kind of just opens their mind to being like, oh my God, you know, like these animals are not, oh, they don't have a personality, they don't feel pain. Like that's not true at all, you know. And like I said, I think in the last stream, why should we, if animals could talk, this would be a whole different story. You know, people would be like, that'd be, you know, leading them into the slaughterhouse and stuff. I don't think many people would be able to do it if those animals could talk. Please don't do this to me. Please help me. It's like, nope, keep going.
Well, I mean, you know, we live in this society where like, well, that's just what you do. You put the cows in a line, you put a bolt in their head, and then you eat them. Yeah. And they're just desensitized. Is that the right word?
Yeah,
Chris, you use very big words.
I try not to be a sesquipedalian, but Samantha says, have we ever been to eat in a vegan cafe in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania? Scranton? Oh, they have a new one.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, so we're friends with Christian, the owner, and I think he just made a new one, but I've only been to the Scranton one.
Did he move, or does he have two locations?
I think they have two of them.
Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. Am I right? Oh, the sub-zero temperatures up here are pretty intense, too. Marmaduke says, smash that like button. And I agree, smash it. Go smash that thumbs up if you like this video. Even if you don't like it, just smash it for us because you're on here. Give us some credit there.
Chris, animals can't talk. They don't use the same language as humans.
You know what I mean.
Idiot.
You know what I mean.
You know, they actually just said...
Come on, we're not trying to be pedantic. We're just trying to like...
We're just trying to do a YouTube. We're just trying to YouTube.
You know, I remember... I'm reading Martine's comment right there. I remember when I was little, this is before I was a vegetarian, before I was vegan, and I saw a huge double standard as a kid, like under 10 years old, when my mom would tell this story. She's like, oh, I was at dinner table and I was eating a steak and everything, and then my dad told me that it was venison, and I was like, what's venison? And he's like, it's
deer.
It's a deer. And she goes, and I went and tried to spit that out, and like I just couldn't believe it. It was like eating Bambi, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what makes a deer so special that it's better than like a cow and a pig? And I remember thinking that when I was little. And I'm like, so I'm thinking like the deer had to be really special if my mom wasn't eating it, because I couldn't put two and two together there. And like, you know, I caught my mom trying to tell that story a few years back, and I stopped her. I go, Mom, there's no difference.
That's it's almost like you were just saying. There's a guy up in our head. He's an old guy, but we're just kids.
Does he have a white beard?
He doesn't have a beard, but he's a little disheveled. And the thing is, something came into your thing, and then the empathy part of your brain's like, we shouldn't eat that chicken, and then that guy's like, your mom's doing it. It's just probably best to not think about it.
Well, when you're little, you don't know anything except for what your parents.
Yeah,
your
like
parents
they're eating
everything.
That's what you're
they
supposed
tell
to
you
do.
everything. Like, you know.
When I was a young kid, I thought you chop the heads off of fishes and they grow back into new fish.
My dad told me that with a snake, because there was a snake, and my dad, he with a shovel.
No need to say more.
And the first thing I said, I go, "Is it going to be okay?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, it'll grow a new one." And I'm like, oh. And I remember being relieved, because even though that snake was scary coming at us, like I'm like, well, I don't want to hurt it, This is real long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, Samantha said yes, that they have a second location.
Oh, nice.
Now. And if we're going to any Veg Fest in Pennsylvania, I wasn't there last year, but I normally go to the Bethlehem Veg Fest. Not sure about what I'm doing in the future. Hey, John's Conscious Life, how's it going? What time is it? I gotta make a cake from. I hope my parents aren't watching this. Oh, it's my. Yeah, I'm gonna make a cake from my dad. Guess what cake I'm gonna make? Vegan zombie wacky cake.
Oh.
I watched it the other night. My favorite part is when you just cut this off like this and pull it off. Hello, Clarice.
Oh,
we should watch one video right now to like. Should we?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll close
videos.
out with an old vid.
Okay, let's see if the internet's working.
Yeah, we gotta. If the web.
Should we do that one, wacky cake?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
That's in the original location, if you will.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, the original place we used to do the vegans. Let me just put this on for a second so I can hear what's going on. We gotta I gotta mute this because the ads. So this is how we're gonna.
Hey, Bush. That's one of the Bush brothers.
Oh wow, yeah, it is. Look at this. Look at this, guys. It's probably the Bush beans.
Guys, I love your chips. Hey, did you put some pumpkin seeds on that just now?
Oh,
who's this old guy?
There's a bunch of ads. Why do I have so many ads on my video? No, just kidding. Okay, here it is.
Some people out there, some recipes.
Little John.
And Linda, I owe you a chocolate cake.
You're talking about Linda.
Tonight's recipe is going to be a wacky cake.
It's
probably the easiest chocolate cake you can make. And I'm also going to make a peanut butter frosting to go on top.
Mentioned yesterday too.
Let's get started.
Shoot.
Okay, so with a wacky cake, all you have to do is mix all your dry ingredients together.
No.
Mix all your wet ingredients together in another bowl. And then pour the wet ingredients into the dry, stir it up, pour it into the pan, and bake it away. It's really easy to do. So what we have here is 1.5 cups of white flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of salt. We got a cup of sugar.
A little fun fact, I'm pretty sure, this is right when I started dating Kristen, and I'm pretty sure she has broken every single glass bowl that you see in this picture.
And I think you've dropped most of them too during our life.
I blame Kristen, but y'all know it was me.
Probably.
Look at the stuff that we leave in the background in our first couple of videos.
What was it?
I don't know, like Fix a Flat or some sort of WD-40 in the right hand side. I still have that pan and that pan. That I cooked the sweet potatoes in for the dogs.
Okay. I love this apartment for some reason, and it was just like really small studio.
Of cocoa, and that'll be it for your dry ingredients. So stir it all together.
Hold on, I'm reading Katie's question, and I totally agree. Katie says, "Don't you love it? When we were kids, our parents would always force you to eat your fruits and vegetables, and now they think you're crazy for eating them." Yeah, like it's so weird. It's like, well, you can't be vegan. Well, Mom, you've been telling me to eat my veggies all these years, and now I'm eating them. Well, yeah, but you need other things too. You're gonna make yourself sick. And here I am, 30 years later.
You eat too many vegetables. You need some meat.
Actually, I really need to be paying attention to this so I can go down there and make it with no problem.
Yeah.
Because I got to make it quick.
Okay, that looks good. Now it's time to mix all the wet ingredients. We have a tablespoon of vinegar, 5 tablespoons of canola oil.
By the way, you guys can hear this, right?
And a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'll whisk that together. Well, I can survive, that's for sure.
What do I use, an egg replacer?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Now,
I
here
think
I
it's
have a
egg
cup of warm
replacer.
water.
Back
Pour
in the
that
day,
in.
the energy.
Mix it in
Tapioca powders.
really well.
Thank you,
Oops.
Linda. Oh, I watched this last night. There was one part I was like, why did you do this? Like, okay, I think it's this part right here. You just stirred that, and you're like, you stir it real good. And then you put something else in there and stir it again when you could have just put it all in and stirred it once. But I think that's it.
Make a little hole in the center.
Oh, you just did it.
And-
Yeah, you just did it.
Gross.
You just said gross.
Now we just gotta stir it. This was my favorite cake growing up, so.
Like when you do videos now or like later on, you were more intense. Like right back here, you're kind of like just
Stirring it.
figuring it out, and
Yeah.
it's kind of
Awkward.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's almost like not as intense. It's almost a little more boring than I thought they were.
Yeah.
But
Well,
near the end, you get more like
These were I didn't know how to act in front. It was like it was camera shy. You
Yeah.
know, at first, because I was like, oh, we talk a big talk, but like when Chris comes over, this is the real thing. See, there's this weird awkwardness all about it that we got really comfortable with over the years.
I hope you guys like it.
herring under
Mrs.
a
Cooney
coat.
always made it. I am wacky cake!
You just made fun of my mom. I have wacky cake.
It's good. What do you want? Make sure there's no lumps in there. All right. Now, we just have to prepare our little cake pan.
That's the first shirt that I ever made, by the way.
I have probably
Hey, I still
a
have those cake
tablespoon
pans.
of canola oil in here. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
nice.
coat the
10 years
sides
ago.
and the bottom.
10 years ago, dude, almost.
And then what I do is
Yeah.
I dump a little bit of
Yeah, this video is it's a little more than 9 years old. That's old school.
cocoa powder in there. Stir it around.
Oh man, do I have a cake? 10?
Try to get it some on the sides. I'll make it rain. Yeah.
Christopher!
All right. Now, this is really quick and easy. I feel like I've only been doing this for
Deborah says, my daughter said John's wearing her hat in that vid.
2 minutes.
I
We
still
just
have
to
that
pour
hat, but it's a little
the
too small
batter
for my big bean.
I
into
know.
this pan. Who wants to lick the bowl? I do. Just gonna flatten it out. I'm doing more harm than good here.
Oh, this is
All right,
pretty long.
so
Maybe I'll...
it's ready to go in the
I
oven.
wish
now.
I quit
So
my
we're
job.
gonna
I wish I
preheat
never
the oven to
worked at
3.
that other job and I just cooked.
Yeah, we could have done catering, we could have done
Oh, I would probably not be in
pop-ups.
all sorts of
50.
pain.
Mine's already preheated, and we're gonna pop it in. You ready?
Max!
There's Max.
Oh.
Want to talk about Max real quick?
Yeah, can we pause on him though?
Oh,
So I can
you're
stare.
asking a lot, Jonathan.
Already preheated. And
That's
we're
not
gonna
my
pop it
name.
in. You
That's
ready?
not my name.
That's not even his name.
Oh my gosh. I loved him so much.
So Max was a dog that lived right next door to my mom and dad's house. And the neighbors, it was obvious that they were neglecting him. He had a seizure because they left him outside, really hot, like over 100-degree weather, like no water, and he had a seizure. And then, what was it? My mom asked if she could take him, or did my brother at first?
I think Brian did, but I'm not 100%
Well,
sure.
Pat, I know Pat wanted him.
Oh,
first.
Pat asked?
Yeah, Pat asked for him because Pat actually had 2 huskies, and Pat.
Brian's the one that called me. So.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, so he asked for him, and they said, no, we're not getting rid of him. And then another time, he jumped out the window of their second story, jumped right out the window, and so he was. So finally, they were gonna just take him. Drop him off at the shelter because he was having seizures and they didn't want to take care of him. So they were going to drop him off at a shelter and just probably have him put down. No, I think they were going to have him put down.
By 5 o'clock that night.
Yeah, by 5 o'clock that day. And the little kid that lived there at that point came over and he told my mom, he goes, very like a last resort, you know, because his parents were like, we're taking him in, you know, and they were like, and I didn't really know these neighbors because they were fairly new, and they said, hey, Mrs. Cooney, do you want to take, I'm not even going to say what the dog's name used to be, do you want us to take him? And she's like, what's going on? Like, well, they're taking him at 5 o'clock to be put down. And then so my mom's like, well, don't you do that. So she called Brian or something, and Brian's like, yeah, I'll take him. And Brian, my youngest brother, came and he took him, and then he obviously had nowhere for them. I definitely didn't, because I don't even know if I lived here at the time. I was either in Rochester or Washington, D.C.
No, you lived here.
I did?
Yeah, because
I was living at Pat's or Brian's house.
You were living at Brian's house.
No, if I was living at Brian's house, how could Brian take him? Brian wasn't there.
You were there because we were filming vegan zombie videos. But where did you live? You didn't have this house yet.
No, I didn't have a house yet. That's why I didn't take him.
Maybe you were living in an apartment or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't remember.
If it was for work, I was living at a hotel for a little bit. Anyway, so my brother took him and then said to John, he's like, John, will you take the dog? I have nowhere to put him. And John had this really small apartment. Definitely not really big enough, you know, to be keeping a dog or anything. And John worked all the time too. But he took him, and this was Max. So John basically took him in until they could find like a forever home for him, and it lasted a little bit longer than you wanted. And you know, it sucked because like he kept having like seizures and stuff, and like you were working long hours, you'd come home, and it was just
after he would have a seizure, he would pace in that small apartment, and it was just I kept having to try to get him from crashing into things because
he wasn't ideal, but at least he wasn't dead.
But thanks to you, we posted a couple videos.
So he got really. You were losing your...
Oh, yeah. We moved into my parents' house.
You had a lot of anxiety, and I'm like, John, like, this is like when the vegan zombie was pretty new, as you can see, 10 years ago. And I was like, John, let's just make a video on the vegan zombie, and we'll see if somebody... And you're like, I don't know. We just... You know, because he put out ads. Like, he was like, I'm looking for a home for this dog. It's got to be a good home. And nobody. And he was just, like, so stressed out. And I'm like, let's just... You know, I kept telling him, like, let's make a video on the vegan zombie. I'm like, I think it'll work. And you're like, I don't know. At this point, yeah, sure, let's try it. So, and we do have a video. You can actually watch the video. And we made a video. I went out and got some nice clips of John running in the snow with him because it was winter out.
Oh, yeah, at my parents' house.
Yeah, at your parents.
Yep.
And, you know, John sits down there by the fireplace with Max, and he's like, look, guys, I need somebody to find... And then somebody that was watching that was nearby actually came and got him and gave him his forever home. And he lived out the rest of his life with them, you know, and had fun. He was out there playing in the snow. And
Max's new owner, the dad, it was a family. It was a husband, a wife, and some kids. He also had epilepsy, and he loved huskies. So it was like...
Perfect.
Yeah, it was kind of like they understood.
And Max actually passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the story about Max, and he's in a bunch of our videos back then. Like, he would pace around, and John would make jokes. He's like, "No, don't jump up. I know you want to jump up here." And this is a little bit before Indy the pup.
He was such a beautiful pup. Look at the wireless mic.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
as
that.
Simple
I
as
say
that.
wireless. I don't think.
Now
it's
you just
wireless.
have to.
No, it wasn't. It was a lapel mic, and the audio was way better. But it was more of a pain to do it because you would have that. You'd always like unplug it. I'd be like, all right, sound check, everything good. I'm like, John, we just filmed that whole thing without being plugged in. I'm like, oh my God.
No.
Do it again.
Wait 20 minutes. I don't have a timer anymore because I had to use it to kill a zombie and I broke it. So I'm just going to guess and I'll see you in 20 minutes. Actually, while we're waiting, let's make the peanut butter frosting. Okay, so...
I'm going to fast forward a little bit because we're running out of time.
Yeah, Bourville.
So he's looking out. I did some cool shots like this. He's looking for zombies.
Clear still. You never know, though. Anyway, let's let this cake cool. And then we'll frost her. But you got to make sure it's cold before you frost it. Otherwise, you're just going to make
the center's not cooked all the way, Mr. Ted.
Nobody wants to do that.
No, I think it was. Maybe
so I have
you
a
put it back
confession
in?
to make.
Maybe.
I was testing to see if the cake was done, and I dropped the knife in it, all right?
Oh, yeah, you dropped the knife in it. We always did something.
Nobody's perfect. But it is done. It's ready to go. It's cooled off, so we're going to frost the hell out of it. Normally what we do, if you want to make it look real...
You said hell.
really nice.
Dislike this video
tip it
for
upside
hell.
down.
38
take a
people.
knife, just to flip.
Okay, this is my favorite part of the video, and a lot of other people liked it too. But this is around. Obviously, you guys probably know this, but tell me in the comments what is the reference that he's making right here.
Flatten it out, and just saw down.
Coming up.
Okay.
Right
Peel off the skin. Hello, Clarice. And then
Is that where I
we're
said
gonna
it?
flip it upside down.
I should have
So
put
we'll
it on my
take this
face. That's what.
cutting board.
Didn't you do that in one of them?
Yeah.
Boom. Flip it.
But it was like something, it's the skin of something. I'm not sure.
I gotta go fast because I'm that hungry for cake. Lift it off. And begin frosting.
Silence of the Lambs.
Marma
Marmaduke,
nailed it.
you won.
Look at that whipped frosting.
Look at that.
That's good.
Flip it in reverse.
I'm not very good at this, so I apologize. I'm just eating to stay alive. And that's why I decided to make chocolate cake.
I love that part. You're like, I'm just eating to stay alive, and that's why I decided to make chocolate cake in the middle of his apocalypse.
Idiot. All right, guys, we're all frosted up and ready to go. Now you could be a little neater
Remember
if you
the blooper
want,
at the
but
end?
I kind of just want to eat
No.
it, so it's a little sloppy. But
That looks terrible.
Let's cut into it.
You just said that. You said it looks a little sloppy.
Okay, so I dropped the first piece
You're like, okay, so I dropped the first piece. Remember that?
upside down on the plate, so we're gonna try this again. I can't do anything right.
Well, some things just never change, do they?
I normally like to make a big double-decker one, but stay. For this, it's easy, it's quick, it's delicious. I think. Let's try it. Oh, no. It's really, really, really good. So there you have it, my survivors out there. We have our peanut butter wacky cake. It's really good. Get creative with it. You could make two of them and stack them on top of each other with a big peanut butter
All right, I actually got the blooper coming up at the end when you drop
center.
it.
Switch the frosting up. It's the easiest cake recipe. You're cooking with the Vegan Zombie. Check us out at Facebook, Twitter, theveganzombie.com. And until next time, you were cooking with the Vegan Zombie. I'll see you soon.
Right here.
The old peanut butter cup wacky cake. Cut like a piece of pie. I like to
You're like in the mid-sentence and you just like stop.
It just lands upside down. You know, the thing is, my life is very similar to that little clip, except for it's on the floor and it's like a bagel. It just always lands upside down. Vegan cream cheese side down. Oh, it's fun. It's fun to watch those.
Well, I hope you guys liked the stream. I gotta go make a cake now.
That cake that we just watched?
Yeah, hopefully I don't drop it like you did, but
Cool. Well, I guess we'll see you guys next week.
yeah, make sure you subscribe to John, subscribe to me, and we'll be doing this again next Wednesday. Yeah. So I'll see you guys later.
Bye.